With a government shutdown narrowly avoided, Congress now has until mid-November to pass a new spending package. For more on the political fallout from the battle to fund the government, I'm joined by Maura Gillespie, Bluestack Strategies founder and principal, and David Tafuri, former Obama campaign foreign policy advisor. Welcome to both of you. So you heard Speaker McCarthy with me earlier talking about this, and it's a tough job with such a slim majority. Now he's got one of his own looking to take him out of the job. Here's former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Yesterday we had a victory in the continuing resolution. It was a victory for Democrats, a defeat for the MAGAs. And I would say this one thing, listening to your conversation, if that's a conversation, you're back and forth there. It's such a fraud when they start, the basis of this is about spending.
So you work for then House Speaker John Boehner. How does this drama play out, Maura?
We've seen it, with the far-right flank. Obviously, Matt Gaetz was not there in 2013, but we had some far-right who really felt strongly about shutting down the government as a positive. We obviously saw that was a negative, especially in 2013. And in the 90s, we saw it as a negative because Republicans were blamed for the shutdown, obviously, and that hurt us in elections. And the best way, when American people are looking at Republicans and voting for Republicans, it's because they have faith in them when it comes to the economy and security and safety. Well, if you're going to shut down the government, that doesn't really bode well for us, and to expand our majority should be the goal. But Matt Gaetz wouldn't want that. And I think, unfortunately for Speaker McCarthy, he's going to continue to be a problem for him.
Do some Democrats step up for McCarthy with the sense that they know him and they don't know an unknown next speaker?
It's hard to say. I think they probably will. We saw McCarthy in the green room earlier. He looked pretty relaxed, given the tough couple days he's gone through. I think there's a fight for the soul of the Republican Party in the House right now. Maura worked with moderate members. McCarthy is courting those moderate members, but he has to ally himself with the Democrats in order to avoid the shutdown. And the question is, are people like Matt Gaetz and Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene, are they going to be the moral compass of the Republican Party in the House? Matt Gaetz just finished not being prosecuted for having sex with an underage minor, and he still has ethics charges in the House against him. He wants to be known for anything else but that. But he has real serious moral problems, and the Republican Party should take a close look at him.
So they bought themselves 45 days. November 17th is the new magic date. Where will we be then?
It's going to continue to be a struggle because Speaker McCarthy has a small majority, but this is even more reason why it's important to what he did last night was being Speaker of the whole House, because that's what you are. You're not just a Speaker of one flank of the Republican Party or just the Republican Party. There are times throughout their speakership where you need to rise above that, rise above the politics, and do what's in the best interest of the country as a whole. I obviously saw Speaker Boehner do that countless times, but McCarthy will have to do that as well because we have to get past this moment of waiting until the very last minute. The expression "kick the can down the road." We hear that all the time.
Sure.
But it is a problem, and people are getting frustrated. People at home are just sick of the partisan aspects of Congress and politics, and wonder why things just can't get done a little bit, more seamlessly. So.
Foreign policy is your baby. I know you've been to Ukraine. Do you expect Democrats to hammer funding for the war in Ukraine over the next 45 days?
I do. I just got back from Ukraine 2 weeks ago. The funding is really helping. The Ukrainians are doing very well. They're not moving the border, the territory with Russia that much, but they're making progress, and it's a lot safer in Kiev, for instance, because of the air defense systems that the U.S. has put in place. So we need to continue that support. You saw President Biden today making a real push for that. He has allies in among the moderates and Republicans in the House and Senate and among Democrats. And maybe there can be a trade-off, because you hear Republicans want money for the border, right? And Democrats and moderate Republicans want money for Ukraine. Maybe there could be a trade to get enough on board in the House and the Senate and do both in the next 45 days.
I tried to get McCarthy to go there. David Tafuri, Maura Gillespie, thank you both very much.
Thank you.